Okay, so kind of crazy. It's been... Why does my hair look so poofy today? It's like standing up instead of standing down, which, considering I haven't blow dried it, it's left over from the weekend and it is Thursday today, so it's lasted pretty well, but it's looking poofy on top. I don't know what to do. 1 minute. Trying to wash the colour out. Obviously, as you guys may have known, I went dark, real dark recently, and now I'm kind of thinking I need a bit of goldenness in the hair. I'm missing it. So anyway, completely irrelevant. I'm actually running late. I'm actually running on time. I'm 3 minutes on behind schedule, but I'm only meeting my mum, so it's not like I have a client meeting. But I have a busy day today, and I'm finally back vlogging. I mean, I've posted a few vlogs before this to try and get a few things out. Basically, I filmed a load of random stuff, as you may have seen like the past few videos, and I still wanted to get them out to you because we were doing the outside office, and I think I may have filmed some of the house, the progress. If not, then I will include it in this vlog for you guys to catch up on, because I have been awful. How do people do this? I don't know. But it is currently, let me get the exact date up for you. It is the 21st of August, and the vlog that I was editing yesterday evening, which I'm trying to get out to you as soon as possible, is filmed in January. So I've been pretty poor, actually. Yeah, but what can you do? I mean, I feel so blessed because my business has been crazy busy. I'm up for an award for the SBID awards. So I'm a finalist, which is like really weird because I stayed at the Nicky in Bournemouth while I was doing the project down in Christchurch, and we actually saw the SBID 2024 finalist book, me and Ollie, and we were flicking through it, and I said, oh my god, like I would just love that one day I would be in this book. I mean, it's my accreditation company that I'm with, but like one day the dream would be to be in this book. And I didn't realise, but as a finalist, I'm now in the book. So manifesting at its finest. Really weird that like however many weeks later I was then nominated for an award. So it's kind of a more house personal day, but I have so much business work to do that I'm gonna have to try and juggle everything today. Okay, it actually, oh, it's really dark. It actually looks like I'm back in the same place. I am in the car, yes, but it is currently 1:15. So I met with one of the bathroom fitters that I use for a few projects. He came around, had a look, he's going to give us a quote, but he's actually not around till October. So we've asked the builder if he can fit the bathroom too, and his plumber, who also kind of does tiling and all that sort of stuff, he's going to quote as well. So we've got a few people, and then I'm meeting someone this afternoon at about 3:30 who's going to quote too, who's worked with a family friend before. So we've got a few options here, but that's kind of what today is all about. So I met someone at 10. My mum came round with her partner Richard. Her partner Richard has done a carpentry course, and he's just kind of like knows how to do carpentry before he did the course. He just kind of did it to make sure he knew he was doing everything right. So he's amazing, and as I said, he's doing our office, so he's come back to kind of carry on with that and get that sort of sorted. So he's there doing that today. So I was working in a coffee shop after my first meeting, then I went to the dentist at 12:30, all good, and then now I'm going to head back to a coffee shop to do a couple more hours work, and then come back for my meeting at 3:30, bring Richard a coffee, of course, and then head home. But I'm struggling to get all my work done today. Like I said, being here, there and everywhere, it's really tricky to scheduling kind of like sit down work stuff. So I'm going to try and just get in the zone in the Costa around the corner from me and smash out a load of work. So I will see you in a bit, and when I'm back here at 3 I will give you a tour of the house, I promise. Okay, so I thought I was going to do a little voiceover on this section. So pretty much this has all been plastered in here, it's still drying. The kitchen is going to be where the plaster has not been finished yet, and the floor bit kind of needs knocking out still, and then if we follow through, we've got a pocket door. This is our utility room, which is just such a blessing to have a utility room. Our toilet's going to go underneath the stairs, and then the stairs are actually going to come round in a curve, so that waste pipe is going to move to under the stairs, but we will still have the stairs in the same direction. Walk up the top, and then this is again still needs needs plastering here and plasterboarding, but that's basically where the big or the family bathroom is going to go. So the main bathroom, the front 2 rooms, as you may have seen in past vlogs, they're staying the same, and then this is going to our master bedroom. I really love how like you walk into the room, so you get like a little walkway, and the sloped roof is just so cozy, and yeah, it's one of my favourite things in that room is the walkway in and the sloped roof. And then if we go out to the hallway, this will pretty much be the same, but there will be stairs that go up to the loft. So they've got the loft sort of semi-ready at the minute, but the stairs, like I'm showing you here, will go this way, and that is pretty much it. Good morning. We are staying at my dad's at the minute, as I feel like I've said, I can't remember, but we're at my dad's, and today I have got a lot of work to do, as per usual. I feel like I say that every single day, but yeah, I've basically got to finish off a bathroom design for someone. We're doing his whole house. He's pretty much, so he's in the building stage at the minute, but just wants to be able to visualise the space. They're demolishing currently, I believe. This is a bit more of a remote one, so I haven't seen the property, and it's mainly over Zoom, so it's a lot more kind of visualisation and working out layout plans and chopping and changing possibly where the rooms are, the walls and all that sort of stuff. So I'm doing his ensuite today to finish that off and get that over to him. And then I'm also trying to finish off a final design for a client in, I want to say Camberley. I feel like it's Camberley. And then we're off to London, me and Ollie, because we both have a wedding in, I think it's like 2 weeks now, maybe 3. I think it's 2. So we've got a wedding in 2 weeks, and he needs to go pick up his suit and just check that it fits and all that sort of stuff. I'm meeting Ollie's parents for dinner, so that'll be really nice. It's one of our favourite pubs, so that'll be nice to see them and relax. We've not actually like sat down and spoken to them and seen them in forever, so that'll be lovely. And today's actually mine and Ollie's 5-year anniversary, so then tomorrow's Friday, so then we're going to the Cotswolds for the weekend, so that'll be nice. So I've got a lot of work to get done this morning, so I should probably stop speaking to you guys and actually crack on and try and get it finished, because this morning and tomorrow morning is pretty much all I've got for the rest of this week. So yeah, I feel like I should just say that, you know, when your gut is telling you. So yeah, so I've had a few issues with a client recently of doing their bathroom, and I've done a few bathrooms and they've been fine, and the client's been amazing and all that sort of stuff, and you know, my clients are the loveliest clients in the world. As soon as I picked up this client, you know when you have a gut feeling, and there were so many points in the onboarding process that I nearly walked away because of just various different reasons and the way that I was spoken to and treated, and I didn't. And I just feel like it's a big lesson on when your gut is telling you not to do something, don't do it, because this project has just had every issue gone wrong with it. Yeah, so it just feels like everything has gone wrong with this project, and the client is a very tricky client, to put it politely, and my contractors have nearly walked off about, oh my god, I can't even tell you how many times, probably 5 times that they've texted me, you know, almost backing out and walking away because of the way that they've been spoken to and treated. And yeah, it's just an interesting one, but it's a shame that obviously it got to this kind of stage of it all. And I've been speaking, I actually worked with my friend's sister who does all the marketing and branding and all that sort of stuff, and she's had a similar sort of client recently, and she had to just pull the plug and decide not to work with them, and it was one of her biggest clients, which was a real shame. This isn't one of my biggest clients, but you know, it's still a client nonetheless, and I want to have their home done lovely for them and all that sort of stuff. But I just feel like when you treat people awfully, bad things like karma gets you, and unfortunately a lot of things have gone wrong with this bathroom that have never happened before. And they're tiny minor things, I mean it's not anything major or things like that, but it's just got a lot of bad energy around it. I will definitely take this as a lesson that if your gut is telling you no, or the person is treating you awfully, walk away. So it's a bit of a shame, but I'm hoping that we can wrap this project up on Tuesday and do the final fix and have it all sorted. And the client did want me to do his whole house, which I'm honoured that, you know, he wants me to do the rest of the house, but I will, you know, I cannot kind of go on anymore, so unfortunately I'm going to have to back out this one. But I just kind of want to be really transparent that not every job is bells and whistles and incredible, and you know, like, we all have our tough clients and tough days. And speaking with the contractor, he is, you know, he's been in the industry for probably longer than I've been alive, a long time. He's incredible, and he said he's never been treated like this in his whole entire career, so that's saying something. But it's a big lesson, and we all kind of want to sign this one off and be done with it and have a happy client at the end of it. But I will not be doing the rest of his house, which is a shame. So I just feel like it's really good to be transparent and honest and not just say that all my projects are amazing and everything's incredible, because there are some really rubbish days and rubbish, I don't want to say rubbish projects, but just rubbish days basically. And this one project has been draining and exhausting and taking just a mental toll on me, the contractors, everyone. And it just goes to show that you can't say yes to everything, because some projects are just not worth your time. And it was me and another interior designer kind of going for the job, and she backed out at the start, and he was like, she's backed out, so basically I'm going to go ahead with you. And there was so many red flags throughout the whole thing where I was like, maybe I should back out. And even on the designing process, it was a lot harder than usual, and it was just very tricky. So there was so many red flags, and I just kept going through them, but I will listen to them next time and take them on board. So yeah, things can be rubbish and not very nice, and there's been a lot of tears that Ollie has had to endure, but I just want to be open and honest on here and kind of take you through the whole journey of me building my business. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it all kind of carries on this way. But yeah, me building my business and the ups, the downs, and currently this project is just a massive down, and it's rubbish and it feels awful, and like, yeah, it just feels rubbish. But anyway, I've got some gorgeous other clients and some amazing projects I'm working on, so I'm going to crack on today and carry on and just power through. So yeah, anyway, I was going to take you along with me today, and I will speak to you in a little bit. Okay, so this, guys, is the cottage. How cute. It is literally beautiful. And let's head inside. So we're at the property in Morstan and Marsh. I thought I would show you around because the interiors are just so lovely in here. So apparently it's 500 years old, Holly was saying. Here's the kitchen. And then they've got a nice seating area at the back. Obviously it's a bit rainy, and then there's a little walkway up there which we haven't been up to yet, which will be nice. Holly's relaxing. And then got stairs. So you've got 3 bedrooms up here. So you've got some beautiful cabinetry, and then all of the properties down this road, it's like a little local quiet road, which is so nice. And all the properties are in, you know, the typical Cotswold stone. This is 1 bedroom, and then if we go through here, you've got the bathroom, which is really lovely. And then I'm trying to work out how to turn these lights on. Up here you've got another bedroom, and then the master is here, which is insane. I mean, that window is so beautiful, and all the panelling work they've done is just stunning. But we are going to head out to let me just flip this around. Oh my god, look at a little cray. But we are going to head out to Morstan and Marsh, get some bits for nibbles this evening, and then we're going to go to Herd, which is like an outdoor kind of restaurant thing. So we're going to head there for just like some dinner and drinks and just relax. So yeah.
Good. Katie's just checked out the footstool. So.
So cute.
I think we want to be undercover. Can we have a look? Tappy Hills.
It's now Tuesday. We went to the Cotswolds on the weekend. I filmed quite a few clips for you. I'm just feeling a little bit emotional because of everything that's going on. I mean, even with the house, I've basically just taken my eyes off of it for a couple of weeks, and now we've been forgotten about, I think, just because I'm not on them. So, and they've done things that they haven't checked with us before, which is, you know, we're not living at the house, which you normally get a discounted rate if you're not living at the house anyway, so that they can just kind of crack on and turn all the power off, turn the water off, and, you know, they don't need it on for you. But it means you can't manage it as much. So I really, really kind of want the office done so that I can be there on site and managing them a bit more, which is annoying for them, but not for me. Yeah, so I'm kind of dealing with a few things, and tomorrow I'm meeting the head guy of the company, who is like insanely gorgeous, like a really, really lovely guy. They're all like lovely people. I think we had a delay on the staircase, which we can't blame on them, and that is just like so unfortunate. And I wanted a few changes with the staircase, so I totally get that. That makes so much sense for me. And that is coming tomorrow, so they're going to both be there to check it's all okay and whatnot. And then by next Friday it should be in, fingers crossed, and then we can start kind of cracking on with things. But there's just been a few things, like, you know, obviously I draw up the plans for the plumber, the electrician, the builders, and then they work off of those plans. That is their Bible basically for the project, and they're not working off of them. And for example, the plumber is also a gorgeous guy. As all contractors, you need to be on them. So when I handed him the sheet of paper, we kind of roughly ran through things when I was there a couple of weeks ago, and then I popped everything down on the sheet of paper, which is his Bible. And for example, we went round yesterday and he was like, the gas hob is not... basically I said like, oh yeah, and then there's a gas hob here, obviously. And then he was like, what? I didn't know about a gas hob. And it's literally on the annotate, like it's on the sheet. So it's just stuff like that that is just so frustrating. Like, thank God I caught him, but yeah, it's like your brain has to think at 100 miles an hour and think of every tiny little detail. Even if you've told them, you have to tell them again when they're there. The electrician is incredible, but I brought him in myself. He's a guy called Samuel, and I'm very kind of trusting of him. And I'm like, Samuel, do what you need to do. And if you think there's something that we can do better, let me know, and like, let's do it. So he's incredible, and we've come up with some beautiful ideas, and I've kind of worked with him. So the electrics have been really fun. Which I always enjoy the lighting. I think a lot of interior designers do. We enjoy kind of planning the lighting, and it can really kind of impact a space. So that I've really loved. Everything else I've just found quite tricky, and yeah, it's just tiny little things. Hopefully we can get it sorted. But it's just like, really? And then they say like, oh, I'm just being told what to do. Like, I'm just doing what I've been told to do. It's like, those words never came out my mouth. I really need to get going because I want to get a matcha en route. So I'm off to a meeting this morning to see a lovely lady in Marlow. And we're doing her hallway entrance and the open plan area. So I'm going around to measure it all up so that we can start working on it, which is very exciting. I spoke to her probably, I think, at the start of the year, and it's currently start of September now. I think it's September the 2nd. So she has finally decided to go ahead. So that's very exciting. But yeah, we need the measurements before we can crack on. And because I had a really bad day yesterday, it is still getting to me today. So I'm going to go and get a matcha to try and cheer myself up. I forgot to tell you guys, I also broke Ollie's monitor that we use. So now I've had to spend £300 on a new monitor that, you know, we obviously need for work and everything, but it's just like, really? Like, I literally did that in the morning. I was printing off the plumbing plans again, and the whole monitor came down on me, and there's a big black line through the middle, and yeah, I've had to buy, like, I bought the same monitor and it cost me £300. So, because Ollie likes this specific one. So that was just the start of my day, and then it all went downhill from there. So yeah, pretty frustrating. But anyway, I'm going to hopefully have a better day. I need to go leave now so I can get this matcha, otherwise I will not have time, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so this is like real-time Katie now. I think this is going to possibly go up today or tomorrow. So I realised that I've got all of the clips from kind of like the end of summer sort of time, and I didn't really introduce each section. So this kind of section just feels really, really random. Me and my dad went to a car show, which was really cool at Hampton Court, and it was so pretty, and I am a big fan of car shows and looking at cars. I think because the design side of it just really interests me. So that was really fun. Went to that. And then I included a few clips here because I thought it's kind of designy, and it was at Hampton Court and it was really pretty, so I thought, why not? But I'm not going to bore you with like half an hour long videos that I took of cars, so that's not, don't worry. I went to Marbella with like the whole, like my dad's side of the family, which was really, really nice. Kind of switched off for like a week. I actually did a lot of work on holiday, but still kind of switched off for the majority of it. And yeah, that was really nice. I didn't film any clips because I was just, yeah, I just thought, do you know what, this is not something I'm going to film. So yeah, and I feel like now we're caught up. Yeah, so that is basically in the next few minutes. Good morning. I actually don't know how much charge I've got on this or memory space. I think I'm okay, but I'm waiting. Ollie's just picking up a work van, so I thought I would just do a little catch up, but I'm waiting to him to call to double check that he's got his work van, and I'm right in the way. Anyway, since I last saw you, I don't think I've seen you. I got my hair done. I went a bit lighter at the front. I just felt like naturally, well, I've been blonde my whole life, so then when I went dark, as much as I loved it and everyone seemed to love it, I just didn't feel like me. So I'm quite happy to be, I feel like a lot more like me now. I don't think I suit like bleach blonde, but I need a bit of blonde in there really. Anyway, and I also got my nails done today. I always go short and square and dark. I just love it. Like, short nails for me are the faves, but I decided to go long this time because I saw, you know, that whole like polka dot trend. I mean, people are wearing it and literally putting it everywhere. Sorry, there's like vans with contractors coming and going, so it's a little bit awkward, but yeah, the polka dot trend. I saw these nails online on Pinterest and I was like, that's what I want. But with short nails, it just wouldn't have worked. Do you know what I mean? I feel like with short nails, you can't do the fancy designs, but you can get a really classy, short look. And I love that. But I thought, let's change it up because I wanted some pizzazz. And I'm going to a wedding this weekend, so I'm wearing a green dress with white bag and white shoes. So I thought, that's perfect because it was green and white nails. So I've gone white French tips. I always find it really hard to show, like, which is the best way to show, like this? Maybe. I don't know how best to show them, but we've got white French tips on this one, and then green French tips on, I mean, which is the best way to show it, and then green French tips on this one with white polka dots on the green and then green polka dots on the white. I just think that's so fun and I love them. I'm actually loving the long nails. I feel like when you have long nails, your hands just look a lot more graceful, like ballerina style. But so I'm really loving having long nails. I still love short nails, I always will, so I'm enjoying having long nails for once. And then these work really well when I go to Marbella in a couple of weeks. Well, yeah, in 2 weeks I think. So yeah, I'm loving them. I got them this morning, but I did my toes as well, and it's this place in Walton, so Walton Nail Spa. They're incredible, but they're a bit slower than the ones that I've been to before. So it took about 3 hours, I think, to do, but I will wait 3 hours for something this good, so I'm super happy. I did a load of filming this morning. I met up with my friend Zoe yesterday, who is an influencer in the like beauty and fashion world, and she was just helping me with all my social media and ideas, and like, she's an incredible person to talk about with business because she's also so business focused. So it was really refreshing. I feel like I got a lot of weight off my shoulders. Bless her, it's probably really annoying for her. So I'm trying to get better at the social media game, and I think I just need to carve out some time, because I feel like in my industry you don't really, well, you get to a certain point, I feel like no one is kind of super open and super honest about the industry, and I absolutely love what I do, and I love the industry, and I love everything about it, and it would just be lovely if someone really showed everything behind the scenes, because even I'm like, don't have a clue, you know, like I'm 2 years into this industry and I'm still learning. So I feel like it's nice to kind of take you guys on the journey and show you behind the scenes and like growing a business in this industry and all that sort of stuff. So I'm trying to get better at it. Zoe's given me like the push and the oomph to just keep going. Final design for someone, because they go away, so it's Tuesday today, they go away on Thursday, and they want to be able to see it before they go. So I promised I would get it to them by Wednesday. So I want to get that finished and sent off today so that they can spend the whole of tomorrow looking at it. And then I've also got a bathroom to edit, which I think will be a final design when we're done with it. But yeah, so I'm kind of hoping to get that done tomorrow. And then I actually go away on Thursday, early morning, to the wedding, and we're taking the groom, which is really exciting. So Ollie is best man, so I feel like, oh, he just texted me, 1 minute, let's go. Okay, I've got to go and drop Ollie's corporate van back, Ollie's work van back, and I will be with you later when I'm doing some more work. So yes, see you later guys. Also, I forgot to say quickly, I went and saw the house, so while I'm on my drive back I will include some clips here of the house. The stairs are in and it's really exciting, so enjoy. As you know about my dad's, I'm just making a cup of tea, so I'm going to pop it on. I just wanted to say, I was about to say good morning. It is the afternoon, it is currently 5:20. I've had a busy day, so I was going to run through my day with you, but I'll do it until the kettle makes noise. But this morning I had a meeting in the morning. 1 minute. Hello, this is Bodhi. As you know, I'm at my dad's, and this noisy one is Mr. Felix. Felix? I'm actually flashing bread, so I'm going to do this really quickly, but it is Monday, and today I had a meeting in the morning over kind of my way, and then with Ollie, so like house stuff, and then went over to our house and went and saw what was going on and bits and bobs. They've been there over the weekend to finish off some of the plastering downstairs, because we've got someone coming on Wednesday to measure up for the kitchen and the utility room, which is really exciting. Also the bunket seat. And then I had a meeting at 3 p.m. today with a gorgeous, gorgeous girl who I'm going to be working with and doing her house for her. So I'm really, really excited to start that one. Some of you may know her. So yeah, I'm really excited to start that one. And then tomorrow I've got to be in London for 8:30 for a breakfast at the Design Centre in Chelsea Harbour, which is with Juro, as they have just done the furniture. Sorry, the lighting is awful. They've just done the kind of restaurant area, cafe, sorry, the cafe in the Design Centre. So it's kind of the launch of that, which I'm really excited for. Sorry, Bodhi, the dog, is wandering around. He normally likes to sit under the desk under your feet, but he seems to be a bit restless. So I've got that tomorrow, and then I've got to be back to, no, then I'm going to Chiswick to see a builder's property that he has just done up, because I'm inquiring with a new contractor to see, you know, the projects. There's just so many coming in that I need another pair of hands. So I'm meeting him again. I've already met him, he's lovely, but I'm going to go see his work tomorrow, which I need to confirm with him actually. But you're right in the way. And then Wednesday, I've got a busy day working. I've got to see the kitchen guy at our house, and then I'm in London for an event with Soho Home, which I'm beyond excited for. And then Thursday, I'm at home working. Friday, I am not sure what I'm doing on Friday. Let me have a look. Friday, I'm supposed to be at a networking day all day for the Society of International British Design, which is the accreditation that I'm part of. But it's just going to be a busy week, and that's a full day. So I'm also going to that. So it's going to be a manic week, a lot of networking, a lot of events. So I thought it would be really fun to take you along. But it is currently 5:30 and I've not managed to sit down and get on my emails or do any sort of laptop work. So that's what I'm going to do for the next few hours. Then have dinner, probably do a bit more, then go to bed and then get up early to get into London for 8:30.